So what is Spartan racing? Well, it's an obstacle course racing event made for anyone who is willing to put in the work to push past their limits and see what they are capable of. These events take place in countries all over the world. When you talk about Spartan racing, the topic is the three main races: the sprint, the super, and the beast. Each race is an extension of the last and increases in distance, number of obstacles, and toughness. The first is the sprint, which is the shorter distance and is good to start out with. It is a 5K with only 25 obstacles, and you have more chances to do this race. The second and slightly more difficult is the super. That one is a 10K with 25 obstacles. It is more for endurance since it has twice the distance, but only a few more obstacles. The last is the beast, and that is where the challenge comes. It is a half marathon distance with 30 obstacles. This race is tough and can be completed in 3 to 10 hours depending on the venue and the person's skill levels. For racing, there are 3 race heats. The first heat are the elite racers, which are mainly pro athletes competing for titles and money. The second heat is age group, which is for people who want to compete but for a podium spot. Every heat after that is an open heat, which is for anyone who wants to do the race for fun, with a group of friends, or just to challenge themselves. Once you do all 3 of those races, you get your trifecta. Each medal comes with a delta wedge to form your first trifecta that you can display however you would like. The trifecta is a great accomplishment, but only a third of the delta pyramid. The delta is the ultimate Spartan goal to master all 3 Spartan disciplines. The delta is a pyramid trophy you make when you have mastered all 3 of the Spartan disciplines: mind, body, and spirit. You get wedges for doing certain events, and those make up the other parts of the pyramid. The first is mind, which consists of workout tours and classes. You also get a wedge for becoming a Spartan coach or specialist, and also for volunteering. When you volunteer, you work at the actual event. Jobs vary between water stations or obstacles on the course, and also helping in the festival area. And for each volunteer shift, you get a free race entry for a future race. The body is the standard race trifecta that everybody wants to get. Other events you can use is also the trifecta, is the stadium and the ultra beast. The ultra is a great Spartan challenge. It is a 50K with only 60 obstacles, and there are only a handful of ultras to do throughout the country. You will be tested in every way, shape, and form. The last part is the spirit, which consists of 2 portions. The first is the hurricane heat, which is a team-based race that you do with a group of strangers, usually in the evening. There are 2 types of these heats, and that's the 4-hour and the 12-hour. The second part is the Agoge, which is an ancient Spartan training event that teaches you basic survival, hunting, and training techniques of ancient Spartan men. There are only about 5 to 7 Agoge events a year, and you have to meet specific requirements and certifications in order to do these races. The question we have to ask here, though, is where is all this information at? In order to find out any of this, one must ask questions and network at events, as well as doing heavy online research and extra research on the events and topics. There are solutions for this, though. They can add more links to the home pages, make topics easier to find, and also utilize blog posts for all this information. There's so much more to do with Spartan racing than just getting a trifecta, and people need to know this. The trifecta is only the beginning of a challenging yet doable Spartan experience for anybody. Spartan racing is not just about racing. It's a community. This community consists of like-minded people who support and encourage you through every race and every obstacle. Spartan is not just a thing. It's a way of life. It's the values and lessons you learn from training and competing in all of these races, and that is what matters the most.